Well, after not sleeping for 2 nights in a row and just contemplating things, why me, why me, why this, why that, why does everybody hate me, why am I always so bullied, this, that, and the other, and just a lot of reflection. And after going to my therapist appointment and my therapist saying, well, if so many people treat you that way, you must be doing something. And I don't know if you remember, but I just made that comment myself, that I must be doing something. I mean, really, logic dictates that I am, because some people don't struggle this much in life. People are nicer to them. And I came up, it was interesting. I actually think I have really, I've made it's like an epiphany. And it's all about control. And I knew that, but as I've been thinking about it, I've kind of come to an understanding that, it's one of those things that we all kind of know. We see it. It's there. It's in our subconscious, and our subconscious is going, come on, figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. But sometimes you just have to think it through, or hear it, or say it yourself, or I don't know. Anyway, there are certain things about me that make me vulnerable, that make me seem vulnerable in other people's eyes, bullyable. One of them is my size, my weight, and another one is my voice, which sometimes is very childlike. And I think probably the most significant one right now, these days, is the childlike demeanor that I have. I'm so afraid to speak because I've had so many negative experiences speaking. When I would speak, people would get angry, and I'm so broken right now that I come across very vulnerably, I think, and I come across very childlike. And children are very vulnerable, which is probably why children are so angry in school. And you know what, it's not just children, it's everywhere though. I mean, when we got out of high school, the bullying didn't stop. I mean, our bosses are bullying us, our coworkers bully us. I mean, it doesn't stop, it changes. Certain things become unacceptable. Shunning is always acceptable. You can always shun it. You could be 90 and shun somebody but when you get out of high school, it's not quite as appropriate to beat somebody up. But social isolation and social humiliation, belittling people, looking down on them, you can do all those things. You can talk about them behind their back. And it's all about control. And I think, this is just my theory, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't know though. I haven't slept in 2 nights. This might not make any sense when I look at it after having sleep. But we all have ourselves, our own lives that we need to control, right? Like my life, I'm just trying to control my own life, is a full-time job. I mean, really, we are with ourselves all the time. We are responsible for our actions. We are stuck with our thoughts, although, we can try to work on changing our thought patterns by visualization and affirmations and stuff like that, and religion, and but we are essentially in charge of ourselves, and some of us are good at it and some of us are not, and I'm not. In some ways I'm not. In some ways I'm falling apart, but I'm letting people let me fall apart, or I'm letting people control me. I'm fighting against that control. I'm struggling so much against people's control of me, because really we each should not be controlling anybody else. I don't have the right to impose control, to break through the boundaries of somebody else's personal power. You know, that's their personal power that they should have. If I walked up to you and I said, "You go stand over there," who am I? I mean, I don't have the right to say that. Now, if I was your teacher and you were my student and I said, "You go stand over there," you're probably going to do it. Unless you already have control issues, or unless you realize the teacher is telling you to go stand over there just because they want to make you do something, and it has nothing to do with any rational reasoning. They're not making you stand over there because, they're trying to separate you from somebody you're talking to. They just want you to go over there because they want to be controlling your steps or whatever. Anyway, I mean, that happens, but it's kind of a ridiculous example. I don't know. I'm just thinking, I'm just trying to, I just kind of thought of all this stuff, and it's all kind of twirling around in my head. But, people who gossip about other people, when they gossip about other people, first of all, that other person that they're gossiping about becomes their focus. I have people who gossip about me regularly. I'm so important to them that they talk about me all the time behind my back, negative stuff. They build up hatred toward me, so I'm controlling their emotions in a sense without even doing anything, just because they've decided they didn't like me. And the people who are actually spreading gossip and lies and stuff about me, they are controlling, if they're successful, they're controlling those other people who will then just follow suit and hate me also, and maybe continue to spread that gossip. So, for example, in the chorus that I'm in, I'm not somebody who seeks to control other people. Now, perhaps I have done so inadvertently, but just in general, I don't feel the need to have control over other people's lives. I'm struggling enough with my own. I don't know. I just never felt the desire to do that. And there are a lot of people out there like me, But then the people who are struggling so hard to control us, they need to focus on their own lives, and maybe they've just given up on their own lives, and so they're going to control other people. I don't know why people think they have to control other people and other people's actions and their behaviors and their thoughts, or control their friends. For example, say a person in my chorus gossips about me to other people, and that person who gossips about me to all her friends, she's controlling and manipulating her friends. She's manipulating their thoughts, especially when she lies. She's manipulating the truth. She's manipulating their beliefs, and she's manipulating how they feel about me. And if she's, she'd be really satisfied if she's also able to control their behaviors toward me. If they act meanly to me on her behalf, then that's all the more reward for her. So a lot of people are being controlled by other people, and they don't even realize it. It's like, wake up, come on. I mean, if anybody is, if you are focusing on somebody else and trying to make them feel badly, or trying to get them to feel badly about somebody else, or anything negative, then you need to ask yourself why. Why are you wasting all your time on that person? How come that person you don't even like is consuming so much of your energy and so much of your time? Because probably that other person isn't thinking about you that much at all. That might not be totally true, that may not be totally true, but it should be. I have to work on that, because I'm letting them control me. They're, you know, person zero who hates me and decides she's going to spread lies about me and get other people to hate me too. She's controlling them. And she's getting them to treat me in a certain way. So she's got them. She's controlling and manipulating them. She's also manipulated me because I'm feeling badly about the way they're treating me. So, you know, I've had people tell me this. And, you know, I'm just it's sort of kind of congealing or whatever. I'm getting it. I mean, that's not the right word, but, you know, yeah, let her think about me all she wants. No, that's fine. But if I just waste my time worrying about it, when she is manipulating other people, she's not even, I'm sorry, I'm just going at this at the top of my head. I don't have any prepared anything. I'm just kind of thinking it through, you know, and looking at different situations that have happened in my past. Because my therapist asked me, why does this keep happening? And I'm like, asking myself, why does this keep happening? Why is there so much drama and trauma in my life? Why are people so mean to me? Why do I seem to be a target for people? And I think one of my friends on here actually was trying to say that on here on YouTube. That if I behave vulnerably, I will be a target. It's just like in the animal. I mean, really, we are not much different than animals. In the animal world, you know, the runt of the litter, the weakest member of the pack, or the perceived weakest member of the pack, is the one who gets eaten, is the one who gets no food, is the one who gets left behind, is the one who gets, you know, bullied, whatever. And it's not really any different in our world. But what I like about that, thinking about it that way and understanding it that way, is that we actually control our bullies. Every time they're thinking about us, every time they're talking about us, we're controlling them. I mean, they could be thinking about anything, but they're thinking about us. They can't think about anything but us. And that means we have control of their minds. So I'm going to try to keep that in my head, because I might need reminding because every once in a while I have this epiphany and then I forget it. And it's like, you know, I hate unlearning something. And this is a great tool, really. You know, people tell me this. This isn't my original thought. It's just me kind of understanding it, seeing it.